Now, it might seem odd to put this as one of my criteria because it's spontaneous play and it kind of is what you're automatically doing, but this is important to me. Trailblazing is the antithesis of railroading. Now, a spontaneous game can have a general path, a big bad to encounter, or scenes jotted down in just a few moments. But trailblazing the path through that plot can be a ton of fun. And to help with that endeavor, I tend to look for games where, no matter what the players do, it's easy to let the world react. In particular, I look for games where checks cover a wide range of options and adversary stat blocks are both simple and easy to improvise. One of the cool things I've been able to do in a spontaneous game is to make up creatures on the spot by jotting down a number or two and then developing it on the fly during the encounter. And if I want to flesh out the adversary later to reuse it again, I can take a few of the things I jotted down and expand on them. Now look, here's the truth. It's possible to trailblaze in just about any game. It all comes down again to GM's comfort. It's even easy to improvise a monster or an adversary in just about any game. Set its health, how hard it is to hit, and how easy it can hit the PCs, and then improvise the rest based on the description. If it's wooden, it makes sense to have it vulnerable to fire. If it's metal, it could be immune to lightning or resistant to a lot of physical damage. If it needs to make a save against something, give it a number it needs to beat and let the players know what it is. I find some games make it easier to pull off this trick than others, but it's possible with just about anything, as long as the GM is comfortable. You hear in the refrain here. Okay, here's the controversial one. For me, a spontaneous game works best without minis and maps. Now, there are folks for whom theater of the mind play does not work. Like literally, there is a neurological block there. It does not work for them. So of course, minis and maps can be used, but I like to run fast and loose when I get a chance for spontaneous play. Setting up maps just takes time I don't want to spend. If I'm playing with folks who enjoy seeing the action in their heads instead of on a map, that's what I do. See, I'm not an artist. I don't have a ton of minis lying around, and I tend to knock stuff like that all over the place because I'm a bit of a spaz. Just ask Ron from Page what I did to one of his Stingbat minis. But when I'm running theater of the mind, I'm only limited to my imagination. And this is important. If the players riff on my descriptions in unexpected ways, then their ideas become part of the scene. I don't have to preset it up. In other words, for me, theater of the mind play helps create the trailblazing I'm looking for in a spontaneous session.